Guys, I am going to be transplanting the papayas today. They are volunteer papayas growing in the strawberry crate, and I think it's about time to get them in their own pots before they get too big and difficult to remove out of the strawberry crate. I'm going to be showing you guys what I like to do to prevent transplant shock. Hopefully that would help you guys out when you need to transplant anything especially that you want to be more careful of. So alright, let's get started. So I got the papaya here growing in the strawberry patch, the strawberry crate, and I'm just going to move these to transplant. Now this might sound crazy to some of you guys, but before I remove or do any kind of movements with the plants, I usually would let them know beforehand, because I see every being having a consciousness, and this is up to you guys, you know, what you believe and what you want to do, but this is just how I do it. It's like I'm thinking about if I was living in a space and if I want to get moved or something's gonna come interrupt my home, I would like to know first, and that's how I'm going to be treating my plants. Basically just tell the strawberries and papayas, hey, I'm going to be, you know, digging up, you know, doing some movements in your area. I hope you don't mind and you will enjoy, you know, enjoy me helping you out to declutter the space. And I even tell the papayas that I'm going to be giving them a better home, a bigger home. It's kind of always a tight space that I'm working with. I'm really trying to dig deep to ply it out. If I feel it, don't pull, just carefully go to the other side. Try to loosen up the roots instead of pulling. Once I feel something is stuck, I stop. I don't force anything. This is to prevent as much roots from hurting as possible, or breaking, whatever you want to call it. Then going in with my hands to just kind of feel where things are. Kind of just find the roots that way. So I got the taproot already, so that's the most important. I'm still trying to find this root. Where is it? Just try to have to trace for it. So it's down there somewhere. Oh, almost got it. Okay, there's this part also. Alright, so there he goes. Guys, thank you so much. You guys get to now enjoy your home all to yourselves, and feel free to expand with your strawberry family. So just covering up this hole that I pulled out. All right. Now we're going to move on to transplanting the papayas. Keep your papayas in the shade, or try to work in the shade as much as possible. All right, so I'm going to be transplanting. This nice big one. Actually, it won't hold up. Alrighty. So there you are. Holding the top, or the trunk, and I kind of shake it. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, don't do it. Because I kind of, as I shake, I'm also pulling the, or moving the papaya up, so I can leave more room on the bottom for them, for the roots to continue growing. Okay. That looks pretty good, and I'm just going to press it And to prevent transplant shock, first thing you gotta do is water. You look beautiful. Thank you, and please continue to grow beautifully. Okay, I'm gonna plant a couple more of these to finish up, and I'll show you what the next step is. This, we're going to do the next step, and that's going to be the final step. Next thing you want to do is to keep this plant in a high humidity area, and to do this you would have to create your own if you don't live in a place that has high humidity, like but I think even the tropics, sometimes when you're moving or disturbing the plants or the root systems of the plants, you still want that little extra boost. So to keep them in a very high humidity place usually is very helpful for preventing transplant shock. So for me, I actually have a couple of small fish tanks that my friend didn't want, and so that's kind of been my space for new propagations kind of a thing. So just has like glass walls that are higher, that to helps create, you know, some humidity, putting the plants in there. Otherwise, you can always put a bag, which can be any clear plastic bags, white, maybe like a sheer white bag or anything that can let some light in would be great. And right now I got a big bag here. You can either put the whole pot in like this and bag it if you have a bag that big, and close the bag. But in this case, this plant is actually too big for this pot. So what you want to do is to turn it upside down. Actually keep it up like this. You can grab a couple of stakes in there to keep this up, but like basically you can do this and just, you know, tie around it. And if you're concerned, you can poke a few holes here and there for, actually you should pick, you know, poke a few holes around it, around the bag, and then keep the plant in there. And make sure you keep the plant in full shade, just bright full shade. You don't want the plant to be cooking in this in the sun with the whole bag over it. Okay, another thing is, if you want to really protect the plant, you can put some stakes on in there. Let me see if I have any stakes here. Okay, say I have a stake. Okay. So just put a stake in there, like so. Usually the height preferably to be a little taller than the plant itself to prevent it from breaking the plant. Then just put the plastic over. Oh, actually, one more step. I usually like to mist the plant before I put the bag over it. Okay. In goes the bag. And I'm just going to tie this up. All right, so here it is. Because this one is way too big, I'm just going to tie it like this. Now, if you do have a bag that fits this entire plant and the pot all together, then put the whole thing in the bag. This one, I'm just going to hide it in this area. This is in-place composting that I'm doing, getting ready to grow in this shaded area, which is shaded by this huge generic Prokenbun's longevity spinach. So I think it would benefit him. Maybe even some worms might kind of get in there and help do some magic in this papaya pot. right. Good luck. Go be with nature. This one's looking so much better. Best time to transplant is during the early morning or when the sun is about to set. My preference is before the sun sets because it gives the plant a longer time to rest up from night all the way till morning. You want to do it in as much shade as possible just to prevent drastic temperature change or the heat. When you're disturbing the root system, you want to do it in a more cool shaded area. Well, I hope this would be helpful to you guys the next time you do some transplanting, and if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. And for those of you with some tips and tricks of what you do to prevent some transplant shock, would love to hear from you. So let us know in the comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you enjoyed this video. You can follow me on Facebook or Instagram where I do instant updates of my life that you don't get to see on this channel. And if you would like to support me and my work, I would really appreciate that. I do have some plants and seeds available on my website. I will leave the links of all the things I just mentioned just below this video. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you right back here. Bye.